So thank you so much for coming. Inshallah, keep coming every year and support us in this noble cause. The whole idea of this program is to instill the love of Rasul Khuda Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in our new generation. Most of us have grown up in Pakistan. There's an environment where it's very easy for us, taken for granted, this love of Rasul Khuda. But it's very difficult in this environment for our children. It's very challenging. So we have to make an extra effort. And obviously, every day we should remember Rasul Khuda Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Not a day or hour should go by when we don't remember him. But obviously, we just chosen a day just to remember him, and we don't want to obviously annoy our friends or do anything which is against Islam at all. Inshallah. My speech is obviously quite random. I'm not well prepared, unfortunately, and the topic is same as our brothers have discussed. So it's a mix of Urdu and English. I'll try to keep it as short as possible. I know everyone wants to have some food, inshallah. The theme is obviously Prophet's akhlaq, because I think, like our brothers have said already, if we do prayer or roza, it's between us and God. But if we are not good to people and people around us, then that's where the problem is. So we need to learn from him, inshallah. Innaka ala khulqin azim. So he is the best of the akhlaq. I'll just try to keep it as short as possible. Prophet himself said that I have come to perfect the akhlaq. So I've come to this world to perfect the akhlaq. Some scholars even have said that Prophet Moses already had given laws to the world, and Prophet Jesus had shown the miracles to the world. Also, all prophets come with miracles and the laws, but Prophet Moses had brought the laws, Prophet Jesus had shown the miracles. So our Prophet actually came to perfect the akhlaq. That he's just, because humanity, obviously the last prophet of the world, he came to perfect the manners and akhlaq. So I've got some examples in Urdu, inshallah. So our understanding of Prophet is that Prophet was Prophet from the day one. If Prophet Jesus can be a prophet in his cradle, and Prophet Moses' mother can get wahi when he is a baby. So our Prophet was Prophet from day one. The world was not ready yet. So he had to show to the world his akhlaq, the best of akhlaq, the most truthful person. So when the world got ready, Prophet then declared prophethood. And also this is our concept, so I have to share the concept. The first wahi is Iqra. So it's for us and also for Prophet. That means Prophet actually could read and write, but he didn't want to show this to the world. He knew all languages of the world. And also for us, the stress is importance of Iqra, to study and read. There are some excerpts from his life. For example, Prophet's akhlaq. Example, when Prophet went to Medina Sharif first time, he was on a camel, and he left the camel and said, wherever the camel will go, I will stay there. So Prophet's mother's relatives were in Medina. So they pleaded to Prophet. They had become Muslim, some of them. They pleaded, we are your nanke. Yeah? And they pleaded to Prophet, but Prophet said, no, innahu ma'mura. Ye Allah ki taraf se jahan le jayegi. And then it went to the most poor part of the Medina, Hazrat Abu Ayyub Ansari. So Prophet was challenging the all established the status quo. So he went to the poorest area, Hazrat Abu Ayyub Ansari, and then they thanked him. He stayed with them. Then Prophet paid for that mosque. That was the land of 2 orphans. Prophet paid them, and then made the first mosque. Then again, the thing is, when the Prophet was working, Prophet wasn't sitting because I'm a leader now, everyone else has to work. He was one of the most efficient. So the people who were like Sardar of their nations, head of Kabila, so they thought, if his Prophet is working, we should also get along. So they also started building. So that was his akhlaq. Practically, he was leading by example. And then the other thing that I want to point out is the brotherhood. The brotherhood he created in Medina Sharif was again example for all of us. That was against the, it was more equality, humanity, showing in that one is like head of the Kabila, head of the tribe, and other is ex-slave, and they are just brothers now. This is how he created them. And they all came together. It was such a beautiful, practical way that they became real brothers, and they gave half their property. Medinites were very poor themselves, but they shared the properties. Even they said, we share our families if you like. That was extraordinary. And then Prophet, another thing which about Prophet, which all of us are lazy, we have moments in our life. Prophet, mashallah, in 10 years in Medina, he just spent 10 years, he created a society and a government and a system which is like in 10 years, the best system in the world. It is example for the whole world. The law he gave is example for the whole world. All in 10 years, without wasting a second. We need hundreds of people to do this job, actually, if somebody other than Prophet of God does it. This is an extraordinary achievement. And then few examples, briefly, please, from his life. I'll be very quick. I know you all want to. So because we're going to eat, inshallah, one hadith I want to share from Prophet, just for barakah. The best food has four symbols or चार निशानियाँ, चार अलामात. रसूलुल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम फरमाया, जिस खुराक में जब food which has these four things, that's the perfect food. One, it has to be halal. Obviously halal, in halal, like it should not be an animal which is not halal, but also from halal source. And many people are eating together, like we do inshallah together. Yeah, that's one. And the other thing is that you start with the name of Allah, and when you finish, you thank Allah. So that's the best food in the world. Such a simple thing. और जो उनकी the life simplicity, people, because we live in this world, in the Western world, everyone mocks. This is reality, sadly. People mock our Prophet. They don't know such a humble and great personality. And it's a shame that we Muslims don't bring good name because some of us don't do good things. But people, we can challenge them that his real life was like this. The one of al-Mu'mineen, when he got older, made a more comfortable bed for him one night, extra layer. So he woke up late for tahajjud. So he was upset, not upset with her, but upset as such, that I woke up late, so I just want the simplest, the bed. The Sahaba Kiram would cry that there were marks of the bed on his skin. Such a simple personality. So we can tell people that this was his real life. He would like to sit on the earth. He said, all prophets sat on earth. I like to sit on earth, and all my life I'll sit on earth. A woman was passing by, and she could not recognize Rasulullah. He was sitting amongst his companions. She could not recognize who is Rasulullah. And then she said, why are you like this? He said कि मुझसे बढ़कर और कोई क्या गुलाम हो सकता है? मैं बादशाहों के बादशाह, तमाम जहानों के परवरदिगार का गुलाम हूँ. ठीक है? That was the best. He loved to be called Abdullah. Yes, not Rasulullah. Obviously, Rasulullah was. And then the lady asked, "Can you give me some of your food?" He said, "Here you go." No, so he said, "The one you're chewing." So he gave her, and Imam Ali said, all her life she never became ill after she ate that food. The other thing which we all need to learn, all of us, that he always used to do salam first, no matter what. In fact, he said, this is one of the things I will never live. गुलामों के साथ ज़मीन पर बैठ के खाना खाना, जो आम एनिमल उस पर सवार होना, उस ज़माने में गधा था, ठीक है, उस पर सवार होना, अपने हाथ से भेड़ बकरी का दूध धोना और झूठा मूठा लिबास पहनना और बच्चों पर सलाम करना और सलाम में पहल करना. सो एवरी टाइम सहाबा कराम फरमाते हैं कि वी ट्राई टू सलाम प्रॉफिट फर्स्ट and we will even hide behind like hurdles. So when we first show and say salam, but he somehow said salam first. It was always Durood Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad. But he also wants us to do that, because that's, if we do salam first, that's like a treatment for takabbar. So the arrogance goes. Almost there, I'm sorry. So these are examples. Obviously we can tell our non-Muslim friends, and obviously we need to learn as well every day. Hazrat Anas, he stayed with the Prophet for 9 years, and then he said that in 9 years I never remember Prophet rebuking me or saying anything to me ever. One day Prophet के लिए घर में सिर्फ एक milk था, and somehow Prophet got late. And I assumed Prophet must have gone to some Sahabi's house, so he drank the milk. And then Prophet came, Prophet looked, Prophet went to sleep quietly. Woke up in the morning, nothing. He did roza, went to mosque, and never said anything to Anas. This is obviously a disclaimer here that we just learn from this, inshallah, one day. One last few things, sorry. So the young generation and us as well, the orientation nowadays, money. No room for akhlaq, no room for truth and justice, as we can see in the world. Our responsibilities as Muslims are increasing. Either we go with the flow or keep our values and principles in real life. And where do we get it from? Quran and akhlaq of Rasulullah. And one day, inshallah, the way the world is going, if we stick to our principles, the world will thank us. The whole world will thank us. आखिर में एक प्रॉफिट की साहबी का एक बड़ा खूबसूरत दिलगुदाज वाक़या है, तो मैं सुनाता हूँ. हज़रत साबान रज़ी अल्लाह, उनको प्रॉफिट से बहुत ज़्यादा प्यार था, बहुत ज़्यादा. He loved Prophet so much. He would come and see him every day. One day he realized, either I'll go from this world, a Prophet will go from this world. This is the reality. He started crying in front of Prophet. And he said, how will I see you again in Jannah? Yes. And Prophet gave him the formula. Bismillah ar-Rahman. This is in Surah An-Nisa, ayat number 69. And whoever obeys Allah and the Messenger, those will be with the ones upon whom Allah has bestowed favors, and these are whom? The prophets, the steadfast affirmers of the truth, the martyrs and the righteous, and excellent are those as companions. The Prophet reassured him that you can join me if you have that akhlaq. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa alihi.